This is mail merge, a very common office task that takes two documents, a main document, usually a letter, and a data source with addresses and so on and so on. To start the mail merge process, the easiest way, first of all, I'm going to open up the letter in Word. And I'm going to go to the Mailings tab. Easiest way is to start mail merge and go through the step-by-step mail merge wizard, which will take you through the process. First thing is to determine what type of document you're creating. The default is letters, as you can see, and this is a letter setup. The X's denote where the address list and the recipient name is going to go to, and it's just a marker to remind you that something is going to go there. So we go down to the next step, starting document, and you have three choices. You can use the current document, which I'm going to, start from a template, or start from an existing document, which you'd have to open up in a browse window. So when we go to the next step, select recipients. This step allows you to use an existing list somewhere on your computer, select from your Outlook contacts through email, or you can type a new list on the fly. So I'm going to go to the browse because I have an existing list already created. I'm going to go to the desktop where I've set that data source, and I'm going to click here. I'm going to open the data source, and this is verification for you just to check that the records are in place and they are correct. Okay, so you can do any editing here. If you needed to edit it, you'd have to select the data source from a list because you could have several. Click on edit and you're back into the data source. Okay, everything looks good at this point, so I'm going to click OK. I'm going to update it. Click OK one more time. And I'm going to go to the next step. Next, write your letter. Okay, so these placeholders here will allow you to, I'm going to select those X's, delete them, and I'm going to put in the address block. Okay, everything looks good here. Click OK, and we have a address block merge code, it's called. I'm going to go down to the next line, get rid of the next set of X's, and I'm going to put in the greeting line. Okay, you can choose from the amount of formality. The comma here denotes that it's informal, and I'm going to assume that this is a formal, so I'm going to use the colon. Click OK, and we have another merge code set called greeting line. You can tell the merge codes because they have double chevrons on each side, so they're a special sort of text. Okay, I'm going to go next, preview your letters. Okay, you can walk through each letter and determine if it'll change. As you can see, the address and the recipient line will change per record. I'll go back to 1. Click next, complete the merge. Here you have a choice whether you can print the documents or you can edit individual letters, which I'm going to choose because I'm not going to print it. I'm going to file them away and they can be used another time. Edit individual letters will tell you how many you want to merge, whether you want to do all, which is default. You could do current record, or you can do from. So if I want to do from, say, 1 to 50, and maybe you only have 50 pieces of paper, and so on, you could choose the range. So I'm going to click OK. And this is a finished product. So what happens is, being that there's only 5 records in this case, they're all separated by a section break for each page. This concludes this lesson. So if you wanted more information, go to www.worldupcomputers.com.